Good morning, good morning. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Welcome to the class. I'm happy to see you here. And where are your classmates? My gosh. We are going to wait for your classmate. I hope that they can join us soon. I'm going to send them a reminder in the group so they can hurry up. So it's Thursday. We are almost finishing the week. So what's the weather like in your city today? Is it raining?
Can you repeat, please?
Is it raining in your city today?
Raining.
Raining, yes.
I don't know.
Don't know? All right. Well, welcome, welcome. Let's see, I'm sending the reminder to your classmates. Okay, I hope that they can join us soon. Well, Roxana, we are going to start. Do you remember the topic that we studied yesterday?
De, no sé cómo se dice, the love, de watches, la hora en inglés.
The telling the time.
Okay, the telling the time.
Nice, excellent. Yes, that was the topic that we studied yesterday. So today we are going to continue practicing that topic, but we are going to add extra vocabulary. Now, can you see the presentation?
Yes, teacher.
Excellent. Okay, so today is June 5th. We are already working in the unit number 4. So let's start with some vocabulary. Look, if I ask you, how's the weather today? What is the question here? What's the weather today? Look, when we are talking about the weather, we have different options. We can say, the weather is sunny, rainy, or snowing. So what is weather? What is the meaning for weather?
Where es cómo está el clima este día?
Yes. So we are going to see some vocabulary related to the weather. For example, look at this picture. So if I ask you, hey, how's the weather? You can say it's cloudy. I'm sorry? Nublado. Yes, that's the one. So look at the opposite. It's sunny. Look. What is sunny? It's sunny. Yeah, a lot of sun. All right. So we can say it's cloudy, it's sunny, and there is another one. It's windy. Look at the picture. I'm sorry, Roxana, there is a lot of interferences. I cannot understand what you said. So windy, what is that? Look at the picture. Look at the trees. What do you think?
Fresco.
It is fresh, but with a lot of wind. What is wind or windy? When the trees moves a lot, it's because it's Viento, it says in the chat. Yes, exactly. When the trees moves a lot, it's because there is a lot of viento. But in this case, windy is the adjective. So windy, it will be like ventoso. Está muy ventoso, right? Hace mucho viento. So, how is the weather? The weather is windy. Now, what else? What's the weather? Look at the picture here. Ah, it's snowy. What is snowy?
Nevado.
Yes, it's snowy. Now, it's rainy. What is the meaning for it's rainy?
Lluvioso.
Yes, very good. So look at the next one. Oh, it's hot. What is that?
Caluroso.
Yes, high temperatures. But we also have warm. What is warm? No idea? Okay, warm is not so hot, but not cold. So we have cold and we have hot. So warm is in the middle, okay? Warm is not hot, but not cold. It's in the middle, okay? Yeah, we can say like cálido, okay? So it's not that cold, but it's not so hot. It's like a very nice temperature, okay? So we have cold too. So which one do you prefer? Do you prefer hot, warm, or cold?
It's cold.
Cold, okay. And the rest of you, everyone, do you prefer cold, warm, or hot?
Cold. You're
Cold
right.
and warm? Okay. Anyone is hot with the team hot? Nobody? I think nobody likes hot weather, right? So go back into the question of the beginning. If I ask you, everyone, what's the weather today? What will be the answer? What's the weather today? Cloudy, sunny, windy, snowy? Is it rainy, hot, warm, or cold? What's the weather today? Or how's the weather today? Anyone? Hey, Gabriela, what do you think? What's the weather today in your city?
It's warm.
It's warm. Okay, cool. And Melissa, what's the weather? How's the weather like?
It's warm, teacher.
It's warm?
Yes.
Okay, very nice, very nice. And think about tonight. So today at night, what do you think, everybody? What the weather will be? Oops. What do you think is the forecast for tonight? So tonight will be warm, cold, hot, rainy, What is the possibility?
In my house was raining.
Oh, really? Okay. So look, we have rainy weather. So look,
Yes, it depends. In my house, it's hot. Y hay días que eh, it's rain or it's cool.
all right, a lot of changes. Okay, so remember the vocabulary, please. We have different type of weather, okay? So keep that in mind. Now, the idea is to learn some vocabulary every day. So now we are going to use that vocabulary, but also we are going to review a little bit the topic that we studied yesterday. What was the topic that we studied yesterday? What was the topic?
Hour.
The hour, or telling the time. So yesterday we were practicing how to say these hours, the way that we can tell to someone the time. So let's see if you remember. If I want to say right now, for example, this is the time. What time is it? Anyone?
It's 7.
Very good. It's 7:15. Remember that we first say the minutes and then we say the hour, okay? Good job. It's 7:15. And what about here? What time is here, everyone?
It's 7:30.
Good job. Look, 7:30. So remember that you have two options. You can say instead of quarter, you can say 15. Instead of half, you can say 30. That is optional. Okay, how about here? What time is it? Volunteer?
It's 22:07.
Excellent. It's 22:07. Remember, when we are talking about the second half of the clock, we use the preposition to, and we need to say the next hour, okay? And let's see if I say, what time is it?
It's 5 to 6.
5 to 6. Excellent. So that's the way that we can say the time. Okay. Now, this is like the most difficult form or the most difficult way to say the time. Okay. There is the easiest one. In the easiest form, we say the time like just saying the numbers. Once again, if I have this one, the difficult form is a quarter past 7. That is like the difficult form. Or there is the easiest one that is just saying the number. 7:15. So you can ask, hey, what time is it? It's 7:15. Is difficult that form or is easy? Imagine if I say here, everybody, what time is it? So you can say, the difficult form is 6:45. Or the easiest is just, it's 6:45. So which one do you feel that is easier? This one, using past and to, or saying the numbers exactly as it is? What do you think? So which one do you prefer? Do you prefer to say 7:15, 7:15, or do you prefer to say just 7:15? What do you think? Which one is easier? ¿Cuál es más fácil? What do you think?
6:45.
If you see, that is the easiest one. I mean, look at the two options. We can say, okay, it's 6:45. That is the first option. But you can also say only 6:45. So what time is it? It's 6:45. You have two options. Now, of course, the second option is easier. Yes, but we need to practice both. Okay? Because remember, we don't know. Imagine that you are talking to someone and that person is using this way. You won't understand. So it's necessary to practice both. Okay, so imagine if I say, what time is it, everybody? Tell me the two options. What would you say? What time is it? Volunteer? Tell me the two options.
Es easy. Sería 7:10.
In this case, it's 7 and this number, 10.
7:10.
That's it. Yes.
Okay.
And in the difficult form, what will be the difficult form?
It's 10 to 7.
10 to 7?
10 past, perdón.
That is the one.
10 past 7.
That's the one. So we have those options. Now, in the easiest form, look, what time is it? In the easiest form, we are not going to say 7:05. In the easiest form, we say like this, 7:05. Why? Because we have a 0 right here. And the 0 is not going to say it's 7:05. No, the 0 sounds like a O, like the letter O, okay? So 7:05. The same here. What time is it? What would you say, everybody? 7?
7:08.
That's it. Very good. But this, it's only when you can see the 0. Okay? Once you get to the 10, there is not the 0 at the beginning anymore. So you can say only 7:10. or 10 past 7. Those are the different ways to say the time. Any questions, everybody? Easy or difficult telling the time? What do you think? Easy, difficult, more or less? Okay. Let's
The
have a,
memory.
yeah, you have to memorize, definitely. Okay, look at this, everybody. We use different sentences to ask and answer the questions about the time. Yesterday, we studied that if you want to ask, yo quiero saber la hora. ¿Cómo la pregunto? Digo, what time is it? Do you remember? Yes? I'm going to write it here. What time is it? Esa es como la pregunta para saber, right? ¿Qué hora es? What time is it? Now, there is another option. Instead of saying what time is it, we can also say, do you have the time? Okay, so imagine if I ask you, hey, everybody, do you have the time? What would you say? Do you have the time? Eso es como decir, ¿tienes la hora? If you have, you will say yes. Y luego it's y me dicen la hora. Of course, si no tienen reloj, entonces dirían, no, I'm sorry. Okay? So let's have a practice. Let me ask you, Marcela. I'm sorry, Marcela, do you have the time?
No, I don't.
Oh my God. All right, I'm going to help you. Imagine this is the time. So, I'm sorry. Do you have the time?
Sorry.
Uh-huh. So tell me, imagine that this is the time. So go ahead, Marcela. Tell me yes
Okay.
and tell me this time. So do you have the time?
7 to 5.
25.
25. Pardon.
All right, thank you. So that is the way that you can ask. So you can ask, what time is it? Or also you can ask, do you have the time? Okay. So another way to ask questions about the time is using a noun. This is for a specific activity. For example, what time is, and then we ask, for example, what time is the meeting? What time is the dinner? What time is the movie? And how are we going to answer? The meeting is, and look at this one. We add the preposition at. This at is like, la reunión es a las. That is the meaning for at. At is before the time. Okay. What time is the meeting? The meeting is at 10 o'clock. So for example, if I ask Roxana, what time is the English class? What will be the answer? The English class. What time is the English class?
English class is at 7 o'clock.
Very good. So look, we need to say, the English class is, and don't forget the preposition at, okay? It's essential. Let's see, Melissa, what time is Let me see. What time is the break? Invent. So you can tell me the time that you prefer. What time is the break?
The break is at 9 o'clock.
All right, look, that's the way that we can answer to these questions. So if you need to know the time for something, for a specific event, don't forget that this is the way that you can ask, what time is? And then you say the event. Imagine that I say, what time is the party? What time is the lunch? What time is the meeting? Okay, so different nouns. And one more question that you can ask is, when is? So look, we are using the double H question, when. When is the TV show? And here, these questions are very similar. When is the meeting? When is the English class? When is the soccer match? Okay. However, with what time, it's a little bit more specific that what we want to know is the time. Okay. So let's see, there are different ways to ask what time is it. So, girls, yo quiero saber la hora, pero no quiero decir what time is it. ¿Cuál es la otra opción?
Do you have the time?
Do you have the time? Very good. All right, yo quiero saber a qué horas es el almuerzo. How can I ask that? ¿A qué horas es el almuerzo? How can I ask that? I'm asking for
What
the
time
lunch.
is the lunch?
Very good, excellent. What time is the lunch? Now, can I use the double H question when? En lugar de decir what time is the lunch, ¿de qué otra forma lo puedo preguntar?
What is
When is?
the lunch?
That's it. Very good. When is the lunch? So those are different questions that we can use. Okay? Keep that in mind. Don't forget to write this information or you can take screenshots. Okay? Now, any questions so far? Doubts? Okay, let's continue practicing. Here I have the time. Yesterday we couldn't complete this task, so we are going to do it today. Let's see, I'm going to ask one by one. And don't tell me only the easiest form. I need to see the difficult one too. So for example, in this case, what time is it, everyone?
7:45.
Very good, 7:45. Or in the difficult form?
7:45 in the morning.
Very good, exactly, 7:45. Very good. Okay, now let me ask individually. Let me start with Gabriela. So Gabriela, what time is it? Gabriela, are you there?
It is 12:30.
Or?
12:30.
Very good, excellent. Let's continue. Marcela, what time is it?
One, 115.
Oh, okay, look. When we have two numbers, we need to say together, like
16.
exactly.
116.
15.
16.
Okay. Or
Or
the difficult form.
quart,
Quarter.
quarter to one, to one.
Hmm. Two.
Past,
Ah, all right. So quarter.
quarter past one.
Excellent. Be careful with the difficult way that is
Hmm.
giving you issues. All right, Melissa, what time is it?
It's 10 to 5
Okay. Or
or 4:60.
that's it, 4:50. Nice. Roxana, it's your turn. What time is it?
It's 5 o'clock.
5 past?
Past 5 past 6
Very good. Or
or 6:05 p.m.
in this case, remember, I have a 0 over here. So the 0 needs to be pronounced. So we are going to say 6.
Oh, sorry, 6:05
Oh.
p.m.
The 0, we don't say 0 in this case. We say it O. That is the way that we pronounce the 0. 6:05. Okay? So remember that, everyone, in the easiest form, if it is a 0 before, the 0 sounds like a O. Okay? It's 6:05. That will be the easiest form. Now, let's continue with the next one. Marcela, what time is it?
Eight,
Mhm.
8, 1, 1. No, 2, 2.
All right. Listen, everyone. Remember, decimos los dos números juntos. Quiero que vean una diferencia con la forma fácil. Si yo tengo el 0, ese sí lo vamos a decir individual. O 5. Pero una vez que llegamos al 10, del 10 en adelante, ya no va a haber un 0. Por lo tanto, la cifra siempre se va a decir como una sola.
22.
Exactly. En este caso sería 22. So,
22.
again, what time is it here?
8:22.
That's it. Very good. Okay. Everybody, look at this time. It's very easy. What time is it here? Everybody?
11 o'clock.
Very good. 11 o'clock. Okay, let's continue with Gabriela. What time is it, Gabriela?
Two to 3
2 to 3, okay. Or
and or 2:58.
that's the one. Perfect. Okay, Roxana, what time is it?
It is 10.
I'm sorry, can you repeat?
3 or 10 a.m.
3:00. I'm sorry, I cannot hear you very well.
In the option easy, it is 10 or 3 a.m.
Perfect, exactly. And in the difficult one,
I don't understand, teacher.
the easiest is correct, 10:03, perfect. And the other option,
I don't understand, teacher.
ok, la opción difícil, donde usábamos past or to, what will be here? In this case, everybody, what do you think? La opción fácil is 10:03. Esa está correcta, super good. But what is the other option? Remember, primero decíamos los minutos. We can say 3. What is the
Three.
preposition?
3 past 10.
Excellent, that's the one. 3 past 10. Very good. Okay, and the last one, Melissa, what time is it?
Sorry, teacher. 9:17.
All right.
Or 17 past 9.
That's it. Very good. So listen, I know that is difficult, right? I mean, telling the time. We need to memorize the two options, the difficult and the easy. But we need to try to use both. Please, no nos acostumbremos solo a la forma fácil. 9:17. Okay, okay, but that is the easiest one. Es necesario que aprendamos a dominar las dos, all right? Repito, no sabemos con quién nos va a tocar hablar y no todas las personas van a usar el mismo estilo. Por lo tanto, es importante manejar ambas, okay? Be careful with that. Now, when we are telling the time, everybody, it's also important to know the time expressions. You know, we need to be specific. For example, we need to know the vocabulary. For example, o'clock. O'clock is exact, right? For example, here, 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock. It's exact. Also, it's necessary to specify if it is in the morning or in the afternoon or at night. So, if it is in the morning, what can we say? Look.
AM.
AM. Very good. If it is in the afternoon, we say
PM.
PM. Now, there is extra vocabulary. For example, at noon. What is the meaning for noon? Noon, it's exactly at 12 p.m. What does it mean?
Al mediodía.
Exactly, at noon. So imagine if I ask you, hey, everybody, what time is the lunch? You can say, the lunch is at 12 p.m. or, the lunch is at noon. The opposite for noon is midnight. What is midnight, everyone?
Medianoche.
Yes, very good. So, midnight. If you want to say midnight, remember you have to use the preposition at. At midnight, at noon. If you don't want to say a.m., you can also say in the morning, okay? What time is the meeting? 7 a.m. or 7 in the morning? It's at 4 p.m. or at 4 in the afternoon or in the evening. Now, if it is at night, look, we always use the preposition at 7, at night, at midnight. So we are going to use these prepositions and we are going to ask questions to our classmates. You have to say what time is and then invent the event. So for example, you can say, what time is the English class? You have to answer using time expressions. For example, everybody, what time is the English class? What would be the answer? What time is the English class?
It's 7 a.m.
All right, don't forget at. All right, so we are going to say it's at 7 a.m. What is the time expression here? A.m. Okay, another question. Let's see. Volunteer to ask another question using what time is?
What time is the movie?
Very good. Volunteer, what time is the movie? Invent. What will be the answer?
It's at 7 p.m. at
All right. At
at
7?
7 p.m.
Very good. It's at 7 p.m. Now, Melissa, ask a question, please.
What time is lunch?
Okay, everybody, what time is the lunch?
It's at noon.
Very good. Look, instead of saying, it's at 12 o'clock, we can also say it's at noon. Very good. Let's see, Marcela, ask a question to your classmates.
What time is it at the cita?
Oh, in that case, you can say, all right, we have two options to the
Okay.
word cita. It depends on the context. Si es una cita profesional, we say appointment. For example, una cita médica, una cita con alguien del trabajo, like una meeting, that is appointment. Es como algo importante, but professionally. Si es una cita romantic, right, with your boyfriend or your wife or husband, so we say date.
Date.
So what will be the question? What time is?
What time is appointment at doctor?
Oh, the appointment.
Appointment. Why the doctor?
With the doctor. Okay, so everybody, what time is the appointment with the doctor?
In the morning.
In the morning, very good. So we can say specifically, right? I think that it's at 10 in the morning, okay? Let's see, Roxana, ask a question to your classmates. What time is, and tell me an event. You can say the lunch, the break, the breakfast, the dinner, the game.
Okay. What time is the dinner?
Very good. Okay, everybody, what time is the dinner? What would be the answer? Uh-huh.
It's
at
at 8 o'clock
8 o'clock in the morning, in the afternoon.
in the evening.
All right, very good, very good. So look at this, everyone. This is the way that we can ask and answer questions using what time is. Understood? Yes? Questions so far?
No question, teacher.
No questions? So keep in mind, please, the time expressions that we can use. Now it's time to practice a little listening. This listening practice is very easy, everyone. I'm going to play an audio and you have to try to match these answers. For example, if they talk about meeting, you have to listen to the audio and tell me what time is the meeting. If you listen that the meeting is at 2 o'clock, for example, okay, match with 2 o'clock. If you listen, no, the meeting is at 3, okay, match it with 3, okay? If they are asking what time is it, okay, if you listen 10 o'clock, okay, 10 o'clock. If you listen, no, it's 9 o'clock, okay, 9 o'clock. Is it clear, the activity?
yes.
Yes?
Yes, it's
Okay.
clear.
Very good. Okay, everybody, let's start. I'm going to play the audio. Pay attention.
David, do you have the time?
Yes, it's 9 o'clock.
Thanks. What time is the meeting?
The meeting is at 10 o'clock.
Okay. Do we have time for a coffee before the meeting?
Good idea. Lunch is at 2 o'clock.
That's pretty late. My train is at 3:30. I hope I have time for lunch.
Okay, everyone, do you have the
Mhm.
answers?
The repeat, please.
All right, I'm going to play the audio again. Pay attention. Here we go.
David, do you have the time?
Yes, it's 9 o'clock.
Thanks. What time is the meeting?
The meeting is at 10 o'clock.
Okay. Do we have time for a coffee before the meeting?
Good idea. Lunch is at 2 o'clock.
That's pretty late. My train is at 3:30. I hope I have time for lunch.
All right. Do you have the answers now? Or do you need one more time?
One more time, teacher.
Okay, I'm going to play it one more time. Just remember, if you see the number 5 says extra, that means esa es la que sobra, right? Hay una que no menciona, it's 1 hour that they don't say, so that is extra. Okay, one more time, here we go.
David, do you have the time?
Yes, it's 9 o'clock.
Thanks. What time is the meeting?
The meeting is at 10 o'clock.
Okay. Do we have time for a coffee before the meeting?
Good idea. Lunch is at 2 o'clock.
That's pretty late. My train is at 3:30. I hope I have time for lunch.
Okay, so let's see if you have the answers. Number one, what was the first question? ¿Cuál fue la primera pregunta que le hizo?
What time?
It's it, right? Or do you have the time? So what is the answer in the number one?
Letter D.
Letter D, 9 o'clock?
Yes, 9 o'clock.
Okay, very good. Number two, it was asking about the meeting. What time is the meeting?
Letter B.
Letter B? 10 o'clock? Are you sure? Everybody, do you agree or do you have another idea?
Yes, teacher. Letter B.
Letter B. All right, then we are going to see if the answers are correct or not. Okay, lunch. What time is the lunch?
Letter E.
Letter E, 2 o'clock. Are you sure? Everybody?
Yeah.
Yes? Right, the train. What time is the train?
Letter C.
3:30? Everybody, do you agree?
Yeah.
Yes? And the extra, what is the hour that they don't mention? Hmm, 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock.
So they never say 3 o'clock? Are you sure? All right, so let's find out. I'm going to play the audio the last time and try to see if you want to change one of these ones, okay? Pay attention because there is one sentence that you need to change.
David, do you have the time?
Yes, it's 9 o'clock.
Thanks. What time is the meeting?
The meeting is at 10 o'clock.
Okay. Do we have time for a coffee before the meeting?
Good idea. Lunch is at 2 o'clock.
That's pretty late. My train is at 3:30. I hope I have time for lunch.
Sorry, my microphone was mute. All right, so everyone, are these answers correct? Yes or no? Yes? Maybe?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, you got a 10. So if you paid attention, when they were saying the time, they were asking an answer. And that is what we are going to do right now in the speaking practice. In the speaking practice, everyone, we are going to ask an answer to our classmates. Can you see what I'm sharing right now? Can you see the presentation? Yes? No?
No, teacher.
Okay, let me share it again. Sorry. Okay, how about now? Can you see it now? Yes?
Yes, I see.
Excellent. Okay, so let's ask and answer. We are going to imitate the conversation that we listened. So it's going to be a conversation. ¿Qué es lo primero que hacemos al hablar con alguien? Lo saludamos, right? So we are going to say, hello, hey, what time is? And then we continue with the conversation. So I'm going to start. I need a volunteer. Who wants to be the volunteer? Only one, please. I'm going to ask the question. You just have to answer.
What time is it?
Okay,
Date.
Marcela. Okay, Marcela, I'm
Yo
going to
tengo que...
usted va a responder. Yo le pregunto.
Ah, no, pues no. Mentira,
Ah,
sí está
come
bien.
on. All right, but remember, tienen que hacerlo como un role play, es decir, una conversation. So, hello, Marcela.
Hello.
Marcela, what time is the meeting?
Is the meeting 3 o'clock?
Ah, all
At
right.
3 o'clock.
It's at
At 3 o'clock.
in the afternoon.
If the
All
PM.
right. Very good. Thank you, Marcela. All right. Now, Marcela, is your turn. Elija a alguien y hágale una pregunta, please.
A Gaby.
All right. Go ahead.
What time is it?
All right. Remember,
Date.
what time
What time
is the day?
date? The day of mother.
Gabriela?
It's at 4:30. Yeah.
All right. Cool. Now, Gabriela, is your turn. Pick someone and ask a question. Remember, say hello. It's a role play. It's a conversation. Go ahead.
Melissa, what time is the coffee time?
Okay.
The tea time?
Hello, Gabriela. The coffee time is at 8 in the morning.
Cool. All right. Is your turn, Melissa? Ask a question. You can pick, I can see Roxana or Catherine.
Catherine. Hello, Catherine. What time is the party?
You say at 10 o'clock? All right. Okay. Now, Catherine, ask a question to Roxana. Hello? Okay, I'm sorry, Catherine, but I cannot hear you very well. I think that we have issues with the connection maybe, or the microphone, I think, because it sounds like breaking up. All right, in this case, if I say, Roxana, what time is, let's see, what time is the breakfast, Roxana?
The breakfast is 25 past 4 a.m.
AM, okay, so you use the difficult form. Very good job. So everyone, this is the way that we can ask and answer with the questions about the time. Just don't forget, antes de decir la hora, siempre vamos a usar at, okay? Like, what time is the party? It's at da-da-da-da-da. ¿Entendido? Got it? Yes?
Yes, teacher.
Continue practicing telling the time. Remember, this is a topic that we are going to continue using from now and forever. So we don't have more time. Everybody, thank you so much for being in the class. Have a good day and see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
See you tomorrow.